Okay, welcome to Hopeifiers, a show with audacious optimism. I am waiting our brother Daniel, who will be joining us shortly. But in the meantime, let me tell you, the first show we had of this was kind of fun. We talked about how you might end food insecurity for the whole world by basically redeploying all the food that we waste. That's a big chunk of it, anyways. And there was just an article I just read like 2 days ago where they had a moving company. This is cool. A moving company realized that when they were helping people move, there was so much food that went to waste. So this moving company coordinated with a whole bunch of other moving companies that food that was left behind, they would use and give to food banks, get it to people who could actually use it. So super cool they did that. Super cool they did that. And then basically they were able to feed a bunch of people. And it was like huge. It was, I forget how many thousands of pounds of food. It was on a friend, Eric, told me about this Good News Daily thingy, and I subscribed to that, and it was in that. What's it called? The Good News Network. That's exactly what it's called. So, anyways, quite cool, I thought. Okay, good. All right, so that was a very interesting article. I don't know if you've ever been here before. So that's the first one we talked about was that. And then the second one we talked about was about water. And with water, it was very interesting because we're talking about that water is even more important than food because you die way quicker if you don't have water. And of course, if you have water that's contaminated, there's all the diseases in the water. So clean water is really more important than food. Food's important, of course, but you can survive longer with light food than you can without water. So this gent that I meant, his Akwar Halonga, Professor Halonga, and he has a system where he created these little nano filters, these little a family of 20 can have clean water for 5 years. So pretty amazing things. And so then now he's setting up these stations right in a diagonal line right across Africa. And these stations, each of these stations will will provide water for 100,000 people is the thought. So these 10 stations, that's 1 million people who are going to have access to water. And then also these stations will be places where they could help other people get these nano filters in their villages. So it's kind of a way to branch out from there. But he is an amazing human being. He wants to be a billionaire, he says. So a billionaire in that he's going to make a difference in 1 billion people's lives before he dies. And that is amazing, incredible. And here is Brother Daniel with us now. Hey. Oh, he's checking stuff out. So anyways, that was really interesting meeting that gentleman, and he's really on it to get water all over the place. Are you with us now? All right. Well, Daniel gets his techie stuff in order.
Whatever you're doing, Alan, I can't see you, and whatever you're doing.
You can't see me?
Whatever you're saying about me, I don't understand what you're saying. I hope you're saying nice thing about me. I'm not Indian.
Well, it's a good thing you came on to defend yourself in case I was talking bad about you. There you are. Are you with us? All right. Well, Daniel's working on that. If you wish to call in and join us, please do. You can call us at 587-813-6552.
Just keep on talking. Whatever you're saying is a good thing.
Okay, I was just giving them the phone number, 587-813-6552. So that's what I was doing there. Are you still trying to hear me and see me? Brother Daniel, hello. Hmm. I went down to the river, stood on the shore. It seems like the devil's always trying to get in my door. And just when I think I can't take any more, here it comes again, my friend. He keeps sending me angels from up on high. He keeps sending me angels to keep me from crying. He keeps sending me angels, sweet and true. He keeps sending me angels just like you. Can you hear me?
Now you are going crazy. What's going on? What did you tell the world when I didn't know?
I was just kind of giving them a little summary of shows that we have had so far. That's really, I started that. But you know what I didn't do yet? I didn't share our vision, our dream. Do you want to share that? Or you want me to share it?
You share the dream. And you share them. Don't go until you share the dream. I want to hear the dream.
You know what? Now I could tell. I should have done it before you got on, right?
You should have told the people what this thing is all about before I joined.
Man.
No, we only have.
Hey, well, you know what? If you want to direct this show, you got to get here on time, man.
Oh well, I have been there, and the technology didn't work out. Why are you criticizing me? Why are you attacking me?
Having fun with you, my friend. All right. So Daniel and I have a dream, and that dream, in it, we saw every human face in the whole world, all 7.6 billion human faces, and all of these people that we saw, and there were different colors and different sizes and different shapes and different genders and different sexual orientations and different religious beliefs and different foods they ate and different clothes they had, and maybe they even smell different from different parts of the country. I'm sure that's okay. All right. So anyways, all of these people, though, the thing that was amazing is all of them were healthy. All of them were hopeful. You can see in their eyes their hope. And all of them were helpful. They wanted to help themselves. They wanted to help others. You could see it from the words that came out of their mouths and their hands that they were ready to help. And so we love this, where there's these 3H humans that are healthy, that are hopeful, and that are helping.
Yeah.
Right, Daniel? That's our dream.
Right. And now we only have 23 minutes. So, but yeah, what do you tell the people? Accountability. What 3 things did you do that was helpful, healthy, and the rest? Oh, this Good Friday kind of week. Like, you tell us.
Okay, well, wait a minute. This is not my plan. I had a plan to ask you a question. I need some clarity. I need a lesson from Daniel Zapula.
Okay. You tell me then. So go for it.
Okay.
So, tell me. Yeah, ask the question.
Remember last week we were talking about love a little bit, and I was kind of referring to it as a verb. And you said it's not a verb. You don't understand. It's a river that you wade in, and you immerse yourself in this river. I don't quite understand that. Flesh that out for me. Help me understand that better.
You see, now you grew up in a very beautiful country that has access to lakes and waters and sea. I did not. I grew up in a landlocked country. It's unbelievable to see the sea for the first time. But even if you have a river, one of the things that you notice is that you got to you see this river and you say, behold, something so powerful. So when I see love as this deep river that is gushing, I don't know where the water is coming from, but it's attractive, it's inviting you. And so, like I say, when love is like that, so you get yourself just ankle deep, and then knee deep, waist deep, chest deep, neck deep, and you are swimming in this thing. The problem with people is that they say, I have fallen in love. And I say, not really. No, nobody fall in love. I say, you have just begun the story. And that's why I just think it's very important for people to remember that about love. And true love is what happened after when you fell in love with your wife. I heard that you had this crazy thinking and crazy feeling, your body is like sparkling, all those stuff. After all these things is done, what remains, that's love, is deep, deeper than the ocean. And I'm telling people, be patient. Just wait on it, swim in it for a minute, and you will see. You will be yourself turned into that river. It feeds everything that is. It feeds reality. It's a river of life. It comes from the very heart and nature of God Himself. The more I
Nice.
talk about love, the more I fall in love again and again and again and again and again.
And how is it you dip your toe in this river of love?
Well, you got to say yes and welcome today as is. You got to say, you got to welcome the day as is. That means you got to welcome the invitation. Love is an invitation to a journey that will define you, a journey that will transform you, a journey that you make you become greater than what you know yourself to be. I think.
Beautifully said.
Yeah,
Beautifully said, sir.
yeah, that's right. And you and I, there's a love in between you and me, and
Yes.
that love is different than the love you have of your beloved wife, and I think that's a beautiful thing. But that's the beginning. Is that you had to accept that invitation. Your wife had to accept that invitation, and in that invitation, in your relationship, your wife didn't demand perfection. She didn't demand sameness. She didn't demand that you do everything the way she does it. She only welcomed and received the day because you are a part of the day and you are an event in the day and you are a provision and you are a grace. And so, as you show up as grace, you add value to your wife. And there are times that the way you show up may not be really necessarily something that she would say, I like it. But liking is different than loving.
Mm-hmm.
But love is genuine, is truth, is a gift.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah,
And you know what? When you're saying that about my wife and her expectations, if her expectations that I was perfect, yeah, she'd be very disappointed with that. But
yes, but that disappointment is also grace. It's grace, you know. I think nothing is wasted. No energy is really wasted in this world. Everything works for the good of those who love each other and who love their creator. And I think there is a purpose and there's a meaning in all this thing. So accept and welcome reality as is and don't try to critique and to demolish it. You see, just the same thing as trust, go for it.
I thank you for that lesson. I appreciate that. Are you going to send me an invoice now?
Oh, I didn't know. Are we in the coaching session? I should be doing this. I should send you an invoice. How much can you pay? Big, good invoice. But just for people like you, it's okay. You part. We'll just do it as a good freebie for the world to see. But one thing I do appreciate about you is that you engage people around issues and topics that very few people dare to do. And very few people our age dare to do it because they say, we are so scared of this media. We're so scared of this internet. We are so scared of this whole thing. And I'm saying, like you said, you just jumped right on, right into it, into the river. You said, whether 10,000 people follow me or one person follow me or no one, I'm going to be faithful. And I think part of the reality and the invitation of life is be faithful to the reality of you. And when you are, you will have surprises. Angels will come. If angels like the visible, the invisible world will be for you. But
Nice. That's
you
beautiful.
haven't found people who are willing to risk their life, to risk their everything to show up because people are scared to be seen. And it bothers me.
Let me share one thing with you that I think you'll love. Did you see the show The Greatest Showman, the movie The Greatest Showman?
Funny enough, I did.
You did. And do you
funny
remember
enough,
this?
I forgot everything about it. Because yeah, go for it. Tell me. What
I
is
was
it?
just telling you, I have not seen it, but I did. They shared the song, the main song from it. I don't know if it's the main song, a song from it called "This Is Me," and it's basically where all the different people, the unique people, the performers, kind of got together to celebrate that they're different, to celebrate that they're unique, and to declare to the world, "This is me." Daniel is gone. Oh, there he's back again. Oh, he just changed cameras. So that this is me. Very powerful song, very beautifully done, and I love it because it's basically just saying, we were scared to talk, we were scared to reveal ourselves, but here I am. Look, I am me, and I thought that was beautiful, and I think that aligns with when you talk about that we're here for a purpose and we have a reason for being here, and our journey is unique and special, different than others' journey, right? And a lot of them are going to collide. A lot of them we're going to support others in their journey, but we're all on our own path, our own journey. So I love that song. Anyways, I'm trying to
Mm,
learn it actually.
that is so good. I do now. My kids love that. They dance to it, and I'm part of the inter cross cultural marriage, and it's so beautiful to hear my kids sing those songs. This is
Yeah,
me, and it really really ministered to my heart. And I
sure.
think for many of us, uh, we just need to hear that it is okay to be me, and
Yeah,
and that being me doesn't diminish the world. Being me adds to the world, because the world will not be the same without me. My world will
right,
not be the same without me.
right.
And I think I don't have. It's not pride. It's there's no guile in it. I think it's grace to say it and to share. And
Mm-hmm.
I think if everybody can say, "Here I am. Here's my heart." Alan, you get to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, when you tell your spouse, "I love you," this is me. You got to create it. You got to say anything that you do. When I say you can hurt me, it's not, I need to be careful because I believe nobody can hurt me without my permission at this point. I mean, whatever you do, it's like in terms of our relationship, I choose to be offended and I am unoffendable. So far, Brother Allen cannot offend me without my permission, and I can't offend him without his permission. And we are doing life together, and that's the key thing. This brother can ask me anything. He can say like, Daniel, anything. Um, but if he asks me personal questions, I'll tell him personal answers, and personal answers make people uncomfortable. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, Brother Allen hasn't asked me, Daniel, do you have enough food to eat? Because he assumed I had food to eat.
I assume that. Am I wrong with that assumption?
Well, you see, I'm not going to tell you the answer now live on camera on
Okay.
television. You should have called me and asked me, do you have food to eat? What's wrong with you? I should have asked you the same thing. Alan, you look okay. Do you have enough to eat?
Yes, sir. I have enough of everything. All my needs are met. I am very grateful that all my needs are met.
You see, I assumed it, but that assumption make an ass of you and me.
That
Because
true?
there's a lot of people who look pretty good for now, but they haven't eaten for a while.
Yes.
I think we just need to be involved. I have a friend, one of a great leader in this city. He asked me those personal questions. Are you okay? And I think we need to actually do that because it is now connection that there is meaning, you see. And I think that's quite important, Alan.
Yeah, it makes sense. And you know what? There are people who are not okay right now, right? In these times, there's a lot of people that are in. I think I shared this before, but I think it's very appropriate. COVID is a storm that we're all part of. But some of us are very fortunate that we've got a very good craft that's got lots of space and room, and it can withstand that storm. Some have a canoe, and some are just treading water, right? And I am very fortunate for my position in it. I know that there are a lot of people who are in a lot less fortunate shape, right? That lost their job. They're maybe at home with an abuser, like they can't go to school anymore, and their abuser doesn't go to work anymore. So those are some really bad situations that are occurring right now, right? So
Hmm. Wow. I am glad I haven't met one, but if I met one, I'll give everything I have to help them be.
I,
That's really important that for us all to know. I'm not responsible for what I haven't seen, but whatever I become personally engaged with, if I was to meet somebody who have gone through this kind of is going through hell, it become my responsibility to offer the very best I can. And that's important. And for us, whatever story touches your heart, Whatever moves you, you gotta like you gotta do something about it. I say this when I do work for my charity. I say, if you have seen a need, it's yours to meet the need. But if you don't do something about the need, you have gotten too used to it. You have gotten so desensitized from it, and you have become unhelpful. And
Yeah.
you need a shake and get a grip. And that's why I am here to provide you to just inspiration to live a meaningful life, something to move you on, to edge you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. And
Yes.
that's quite important. That's what you're selling, some insurance, right? You sell some insurance to help people get for their life sometime.
I do. I basically help employers who value and care for their employees and want to help them stay healthy to have tools to help them stay healthy. So that's what I do. And I thought the employers want the employees to be healthy because they care for the value for the future of those employees or their team members. And then secondly, having those healthy team members make sure that that company can look after its customers well. So that's my day job.
That must be very fulfilling to you, Alan.
It is. I enjoy it very much. And I know that there's many times where I've been able to make a difference in somebody's life that were concerned about a medication they had to be on, or concerned that they had to miss work. And because of their employer being so generous to fund those programs, they were able to get that medical assistance, and they were able to get those, disability coverage to replace their income if they couldn't work, as an example. So yes, it is very fulfilling. And it's working with employers who value their employees, right?
But
So it's great.
one of the things I like about that, what you do is that you're down to earth, you are grounded. You don't have a hope, just you don't pontificate. You don't put a big hat on your head to say, I am it. I really want to say how much I appreciate like how you do. And I know as an employer myself, I think you have helped me and my organization really take care of our people. And they are all the more thankful that you care and that you walk into our office. I remember when I met you in my office, I said, who the heck is this guy coming gallantly into my office with his large smile and say, he's a salesman. He probably is selling something like some vacuum or something. And then I made a friend out of it. I just want to say thank you.
Yes. Fortunate for both of us, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Indeed. And so this is Easter week. I don't know, for many people, they really respect and honor this week. So when we talk about Hopeifier, what should be our message for people in this week or in the week to come?
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Is Easter hope inducing for everybody, no matter what your religious belief?
I like to think so for many people, because this is the whole thing. Whether you take it to what they call the pagan view, which is all about egg, it's about the promise that there is a life in it, and that there is something, and there is a promise, and that whatever promise is over your life need to materialize, and sometime when you go into a rough moment, and you feel like in the darkness, right? You feel like you're dying. What you actually don't know is that you have been planted. You have been replanted. You are a plant. And just like any seed, you will grow from the darkness into the light. You will shine and you will add value to the world. You will add value to the whole universe in that sense. So this is a moment when we look at whatever is dead can find life again.
Mm-hmm.
Dead can find life, and that we remember our loved one, and we say, and I'm saying it to my own mom that I haven't known much. I'm looking forward to a time where I will see them, a resurrection. Some folk speak about reincarnation, but and in the Christian faith, we talk about resurrection, where we shall be as we have been made to be. And I can't wait to meet all that I love who have passed on one day. And you too, I know you'll be so happy to see your great grandfather and grandmother, and you will be just jumped. They'll be waiting to welcome you there in heaven. Not yet, though, because you're way too young for that kind of thing.
Thank you. I appreciate that comment.
What's wrong with you? Why do you think that you're so young?
You know what? I have the most amazing self-care routine in existence. It is. It's incredible. Yeah. So I think I do a lot of the things to keep myself very healthy. So
Yeah.
yes.
So what do you do to keep yourself healthy? Tell the world, because you haven't told the world what you do to keep yourself healthy, other than drinking water.
Yes, I drink water, and that's very important. Water is so important for your health. I agree. So, but I meditate about a half hour first thing in the morning, and then I exercise. But the exercise, I changed it recently. Now I dance 6 dances every morning. Then I have a good breakfast, oatmeal.
Oh, that's the dance you do. Your wife called me about that. She told me about. She was very concerned about like the kind of dance you were practicing.
Well, as long as she doesn't videotape it, I think I'm
okay. Lord have mercy on your soul.
okay.
Hey, Jesse, delete this from the podcast, please.
Edit that part out. And then after eating well, another meditation in the afternoon for a little bit, and then sing for an hour normally. I haven't sang today yet. Well, I sang 2 songs. Normally I like to sing 16 songs, not 2. So, but just the day got away from me. And then I plan special conversations with people who I love, like Daniel Zapula. So those are all parts of my making my day the best possible, and making me, I think, be the best version of myself, the best me I can be.
How do you do that without the crowd being present, Alan?
You know what? I look right in the camera. There's right above the camera, I have a picture of my wife taped above it. Not very technical, just a picture, a little Scotch tape. And then when I sing, as an example, I just look at my wife's picture while I'm singing.
Because she told me she doesn't like all those tongues. I don't know why you keep on doing it. So I've been giving her therapy for a while.
Yeah, I can see where she need that. Yes.
No, but thank you for being you. That's what I mean. When you are you, in the fullness of authenticity, the world is better off. There is nothing else that I will ever wish to be, but to be me. And the raw me, I mean, I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to have it together. I need to be here and to be present, soul, body, mind, spirit. You see, that's where there is value, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very true. I just finished taking a authentic leadership masterclass with David Irvine and Ali Stone, and it was really enjoyable. I learned so much. But one of the key messages resonates with your key message. You know, you have some unique path. You have a calling. You have a reason for being here. Figure what that is, right? You know, do it, and then you can usually find it by just thinking about what things come easy to you, what things make it where you want to do it, right? Just like even when you want to do it, it's so much easier. Back to my exercise. Dancing is way more fun than going for a walk. So
for Alan Friesen.
For Alan Friesen, there's 1,000 ways. My way is dancing's more fun than going for a walk. So I find it's easy for me to do that because it's something I want to do. If it's 30 below and I got to go bundle up to go outside, I say, no, thanks. I'll stay in.
Yeah, and that's really good. If it fell on you to do the chicken dance, do it so much. I wish you can play that song. But do something. Move your hand, your face. Do it. It's not for decoration. Your teeth is not for decoration. When you smile, you have value. When you look, well, I'm not scaring anybody, but look. When you do something with your hand, it's not for decoration. Wave at something. When you do, stuff moves. Birds begin to noticing you, because when you move, you are noticed. Many people just think they need to get away and hide themselves out and shrink themselves out. And I'm saying, to heck with that.
And they're cheating us. We don't see the real them, right? We don't see who they are, and that's who we want to see is who they are.
And I
need what's important to them.
And Alan, I want to see our old folks pushing that thing, their walker in the street. I like that. We
Nice.
need to see our seniors pushing the troller in it. That's life. It's it's it hurts me when we just have to keep them inside.
Right. Yep.
And
Yep.
all those who are caregiver do that. Oh, but they may break a leg. No, they actually they will repair a leg. I want to see old and young. We have babies being pushed all across. I want to see when I'm old. I know you'll be a dinosaur by then. I want I want to be pushed out, and I want to put my hand like this and stand on the way of somebody. I want to. I just want to be old and publicly old. I want people to see that. It's beautiful. You see, you are an old man. It's good to see you publicly.
Exactly. And it's always better to be seen than viewed, right, Daniel?
Now you talk. What? Tell me a little bit more about it. Because now you go into the domain of wisdom. Tell me a little bit more.
No, no. All I was saying is, of course, at funerals, we view people at funerals, but we want to be seen before the funeral is what we're trying to do here.
You know what? That's something I need to write down. It's good to be seen than viewed.
Instead of viewed. Yes, yes. But there was something I was just going to tell you. What was it? Yes. I watched this. This was amazing. There's this, it was about the power of music. And there was this old black man. He's about, I don't know, 90, I think he was. And he's hunched over in his wheelchair and he's unresponsive. You talk to him, nothing happens, nothing happens. So then his daughter was there with him. And this man approached and says, tell me, what kind of music did your father listen to when he was a younger man? And so she put together a little playlist of things that he might like, right? Or songs when he was young. And so this guy, he does this at nursing homes. He goes and he programs in a little player, little iPod type player, these songs that were popular when he was a younger man. Puts the headphones on, and seriously, in 2 minutes, the guy's bopping around and he's smiling and he's laughing and he's trying to sing with the music in 2 minutes. So my strategy is I'm going to know like 500 songs. So when my mind is gone, they'll just wheel me out in the hallway and I'll sing songs all day and they can wheel me back in the room at the end of the day. That sounds great, eh?
Okay. I think you are very passionate about this. But there's one song I don't know the word on. It goes
What's
like,
that?
when I was just a little boy, I asked my father, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be nice? And he said to me, que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future is mine to see. Que sera, sera.
All right. Message received. Message received, Daniel.
But listen to this. Having said that, there is an old religious it's a term called fatalism. Inshallah. Meaning whatever is will be. You have no power. But again, I believe actually we have quite a power to influence. We got to do something. It's not just what will be. But it is, we get to influence. You got to show up. We can change our environment. We can create more health, more hope. We'll be more helpful. We can profoundly influence our environment for good and forever. And I think the world needs to take notice of that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well said, my friend. And this would be a very busy weekend for you, Easter weekend. You're going to be very engaged.
I did not know. I'm looking at my clock to make sure it is Easter weekend. It is actually Easter week. So, but here's what we do. Tomorrow I have, it's great to have folks. I have my, at this point in my life, I have enjoyed speaking and helping other people take over my space. And my joy is to actually speak to leaders, leaders influencing leaders for good. My own pastor, Pastor Joel Clement, will be preaching tomorrow. and he'll be talking about being awakened, to the season. And many of us, we just need to remember what part of us is sleeping and how can we be awakened. And Sunday, I'm going to go and talk about uh, tell the right story. I'm going to talk about conspiracies and their power in our lives and how important it is to embrace a life that is yours to live, not a fake story that is told about you. Now, when I say that, you're probably thinking, well, there's lots of fake story about Alan Friesen, you know, and those stories are told sometimes not by strangers, but by friends and foes alike. And Alan Friesen told himself fake story about himself. I'm going to tell people to knock it off. I'm going to tell you, live the authentic story that is yours. Because what you do, you are a 3H human being, helpful, you are healthy, and you are hopeful. And when you do that, you don't cheat the world, you add value to it.
Nice.
And that
Nice.
is really the sense that is nice.
Beautifully said.
You think?
My lovely bride made a comment here, Daniel. Corolla Friesen tells us that Que Sera Sera is by Doris Day. I did not know that. So she added that.
Yeah, it's Doris Day.
Doris Day.
Nobody ever told me about that, but I'm so glad your wife notices, and you know that she get the detail that you tend to miss. That's why she telephone call me every week. She say, "Talk to Alan because he needs help." And I've been trying to help you, and I'm not having a good luck. But I don't know what we're gonna do. Your wife and I, we're gonna help you out.
Yeah, it is a team effort. It's a big job. Yes.
Yes, but someday I would like to do. We should have done it in Valentine. Have our brides sit down and talk. Why didn't you have that idea before, like Valentine? Before Valentine.
What is the matter with me? I should have definitely thought of that.
Yes, we will forgive you. But next time, don't forget again. Remember that.
You know what? Hey, I'm going to go to the calendar right now and put next February 14th for us to do the Hopeifiers with our wives.
And when is your birthday, anyways? And when is your wife's birthday?
My birthday is May 16th, and Corolla's birthday is September 6th.
So we have to do something special on May 16th.
Okay.
And in September. And I think that's very important.
All right.
You're more than a friend. You are a family now. The only thing you haven't done, I know, is because of Corona, you haven't come and see and visit my house and share bread with me yet.
Right.
But when you and your beloved come, I'll cook some beautiful, spicy food. I know, guys, I know it's a time. I'm not trying to just drag this whole thing, but I will have you in my house. I'll cook some beautiful food for you. I'll give you some beautiful African meal. Trust me, there's no voodoo in this. It's going to be a beautiful meal. You're going to enjoy it. I'll even cook it in the meat and the fire. And we're going to have a beautiful time with your family together. Because I don't believe like it is no arm length relationship in how I do. You're either my brother, my sister, my friend, my father, my mother, or you're not part of it. So it's all family. So let's do this.
Nice. I have made a note about doing that February show with our spouses. That'd be fun. And I would very much enjoy coming in when we can safely do it in our COVID reality, coming in and spending some time with you and your family. That'd be lovely.
Indeed, that is really good. And I want to say thank you to Jesse, who have really make this possible.
Yes.
That guy he's a saint. If he was coming to my little community, we'll call him, he's a saint. And he's a saint because he creates space for other people to risk to be and to show up. And I think it's really important. I want to say thank you. Do you know I haven't met Jesse? He probably think that we met, but all the white people look alike. That's the problem.
What did you say? I missed that part.
All the white people look alike. That's the problem.
Oh, I see. Yes.
No, when I was here the first time as an African fella, people say, I don't know you because all the Africans look alike. I use that against say, you guys look alike. But Jesse is unique. He's unique by how he does it. He's unique by how he shows up. And he's unique
Yes.
Is really you real love for our community. And
Yes.
I am disappointed the city hasn't nominated heroes of this city, and they haven't nominated him as an influencer. I'm very,
Nice. Yeah.
and I'm pissed off.
You
And I'm
are?
going to be calling my friend Mark Campbell. I'm going to be calling my friend the mayor. I'm going to say, you guys need to recognize this. And who should
Perfect.
get elected the mayor? I'll bug him so much. They recognize this guy. He has been faithful, and he served his community. He didn't ask me to talk. Jesse doesn't know me, so I just think I remember going to a studio. I see folks from all culture coming.
Jesse's very inclusive. He's very, and he knows so many different people. And he actually just got my last guest for 1,000 Ways was Megan Cotterill that Jesse knew and said, this is somebody you need to interview. And I said, thanks, I will do that. But Daniel, I have to give you a caution. Remember, we're talking about getting together when our families and that and having this beautiful meal.
Mm-hmm.
You may have to withdraw that offer when I tell you this. So don't be shocked. My bride and I are vegans, so no meat. So we would love to have
Who told you I like meat?
with no meat.
I don't eat anything. I only eat vegetarian and beef. Cow is a vegetarian. It's a vegetarian.
Is it? Okay.
I don't like the way you're mistreating me. A cow is a vegetable, so is like I like dog meat, cat meat, all those stuff. Why do you feel attacked?
What do I which?
Why do you feel attacked when I say I eat cat meat, dog meat, and all those
No,
stuff?
I don't feel attacked. I know that
No, no. We'll have I'll cook a beautiful vegan meat. You will love it so much. By the way, vegan, do they like egg?
no.
Okay, I'll make sure there's no eggs there. You don't. I didn't mean to. I won't bring egg. Why do you think I'll bring egg there?
I don't know what
I'll bring egg into the meal. Well, great meal, great celebration, good time together. You like water, no wine, nothing else.
Perfect.
Yes, so that's what we'll do. Well, and I'll pray for you.
Thank you. A bonus. You pray for me too. My goodness, that's awesome. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I make sure. Like vegan don't even eat even lamb.
No.
Oh, that's what I thought. Lamb korga. Like I order some Indian food. Do you like Indian food? I love Indian food.
Love Indian food. Love the chickpeas, the chana masala type dishes. Those with.
I'm talking about it. You're making me liking it. You're making me salivate. Well, I know
we also mentioned Jesse is awesome. Definitely an influencer, and he is. And he knows the city very well. From running the stores that he does, he sees a lot of people who are having challenges in their life, and he's very compassionate about them. He's a very nice.
You know him.
He's a beautiful human being.
Sometime because I don't know him. I haven't met him. Tell him to call me your friend because he hasn't called me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, good, Alan. Thank you so much. I know we are over time, and I hope our folks understand that when you are having time, there's no time.
Exactly.
When you have a good time, there's no time, and I think that's really important. Did you get your vaccination?
I did. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the first shot I got 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it painful?
No.
I'm saying it. There's lots of people who don't want to take the vaccination, and I understand. And some folks, and all this, I'm not old enough. I've not been called, and I know. But again, I'm glad that our community is taking responsibility for what they do to create a healthy community. That's important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think the science suggests that getting the vaccine makes sense, right?
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. That's why you are a scientist. I am just a bushman. Remember, I'm just a bushman. I treat everything with bush medicine. So
bush medicine. There you go.
Water and food.
Water and food. And hey, most of the time, that's all you need, right? Your body corrects and away you go. All needs a little bit of rest and some nutrition, and it fixes itself, right? So
that's right, man.
Yeah.
Good. Well done.
Have yourself a lovely weekend. I know this is going to be a very, very important one for you, very busy one for you. And keep yourself well till next week, Daniel.
What's next week again? When is that? Is it April or is it May?
It's April. We're April 1 today, so April 8th, we're going to be doing this show again.
I'm very disappointed you didn't pull any April Fool on me. You did not actually. You have not been showing up as a good friend. You should pull some April Fool prank. Your wife told me you were going to do it and you didn't do it.
Man, I don't know why you hang out with me. I keep on disappointing you.
I'm not hanging out with you. Why do you think I'm hanging out with you? I am just here talking.
Okay, all right. See ya.
Okay, bro. Thank you.